their beginnings in Buenos Aires to their empire in Australia, these motorcycle outlaws have left a trail of crime and chaos in their wake.
Multiple police agencies are staking out in front of the Hells Angels clubhouse in the name of public safety.
Welcome back to our channel. I'm your host, and this is The Crime Files, where we bring you captivating crime stories of all time. Today, we delve into the old school crimes, the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. How did this club make legal entities worldwide come to their knees? With shocking clashes, ruthless rivalries, and a global reach, this tale of international intrigue will leave you stunned. Our journey started in Buenos Aires in 1999, when the Hells Angels first established their presence in Argentina. What was initially perceived as a group of motorcycle enthusiasts soon took a darker turn. American Hells Angel member Paul Merle Eyeshide, wanted for a laundry list of crimes, including drug trafficking, racketeering, kidnapping, and homicide, managed to evade the U.S. authorities. He fled to Argentina, hoping to escape justice. Eyeshide's life on the run ended when he was finally caught in San Isidro, Buenos Aires, on February 3, 2011. It took the combined efforts of the U.S. Marshal Service, Diplomatic Security Service, and Interpol to track him down. His crimes, including the murder of Yvonne Garcia, a mother of 6, were nothing short of chilling. Eyeshide's extradition to the U.S. in July 2018 marked the end of his escape route, as he exhausted all legal avenues in the Argentine system. But the story doesn't end there. On a fateful day in May 2016, chaos erupted at a highway gas station in Luan, Buenos Aires. The Hells Angels clashed with their rivals, Los Tehuelches, a motorcycle gang with neo-Nazi affiliations, comprised primarily of active and former police officers. A feud turned violent when Los Tehuelches opened fire on the Hells Angels from a van. What ensued was nothing short of a battlefield, with more than 150 rounds fired. The aftermath was devastating. 2 men were shot multiple times, including Hells Angels president Daniel "Danny La Muerte" Diaz-Leon, a celebrity bodyguard and television personality, and Los Tehuelches leader Leo Gatto. In the chaos, a woman was tragically run over. 10 individuals, including Diaz-Leon and Gatto, were arrested and firearms were confiscated. Now, let's travel across the globe to the land down under, Australia, where the Hells Angels set up shop back in 1975. Over the years, they've grown their empire, boasting approximately 250 members and 14 chapters nationwide. The Hells Angels in Australia have dabbled in various criminal activities, including drug trafficking, prostitution, armed robbery, arms trafficking, fencing stolen goods, and even murder for hire. But here's the twist. These motorcycle outlaws have also diversified their portfolio, stepping into legitimate businesses. They ventured into gyms, tattoo parlors, haulage companies, and security. Police suspect that the Hells Angels employ money laundering tactics by channeling their illicit gains through these seemingly lawful enterprises. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel. The Hells Angels' reach extended far beyond borders. In October 2014, a British man, Conrad Tolan, was arrested in Madrid, Spain, and faced extradition to Belgium. His crimes were jaw-dropping, smuggling 155 kilograms of cocaine into Belgium concealed inside a tuna shipment in July 2011. He then supplied this illicit cargo to the Hells Angels chapter in Bruges, adding membership charges in an armed gang and money laundering to his rap sheet. Now, let's journey across the Atlantic to Canada, where the Hells Angels have cast a long, menacing shadow. In the Great White North, the Criminal Intelligence Service Canada, CISC, has officially designated the Hells Angels as an outlaw motorcycle gang, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. In 2002, a landmark legal battle unfolded as Crown Prosecutor Graeme Williams sought to declare the Hells Angels a criminal organization formally. The prosecution launched a 3-year investigation, collecting evidence to expose the gang's criminal activities. According to CBC News, Canada was home to 34 Hells Angels chapters, with 1,260 patched members. These chapters spanned across provinces, with 15 in Ontario, 8 in British Columbia, 5 in Quebec, 3 in Alberta, 2 in Saskatchewan, and 1 in Manitoba. Our journey through the world of Hells Angels takes us now to Denmark, amid fierce rivalries and bloodshed. In the early 1970s, some trouble began brewing in the Copenhagen neighborhoods of Amager Vest, Amager Ost, and Nørrebro. Youth gangs from these areas started clashing, and tensions were rising. But things took a turn in the late 70s when several motorcycle clubs decided to team up. We're talking about the Galloping Goose, Nomads, Iron Skulls, and Dirty Angels. They all came together to form what they called the Union in MC, and that was just the beginning of their story. By December 30th, 1980, the Union in MC officially became the first Hells Angels chapter in Scandinavia, setting up shop in Copenhagen's Tittengod and Nørrebro districts. But you guessed it, their rise didn't go unnoticed or unchallenged. On the other side of the motorcycle gang spectrum, we had a rival club called the Filthy Few. These guys were based in Amager and decided to merge with another group called Norges Min Debatten to create the Bullshit MC. They set up their headquarters in Freetown, Christiania, where the trade in cannabis products was thriving. And it wasn't long before they decided to throw down the gauntlet and challenge the Hells Angels for control of Copenhagen's biker scene. So, the stage was set for a brutal showdown between these two clubs, and it all kicked off between September 1983 and December 1985. The first spark of this feud ignited on September 24, 1983, when 3 Bullshit members and a woman walked into a notorious Hells Angels hangout, the Sopromeneden restaurant. What happened next was pretty gruesome. A bottle and knife attack that resulted in the deaths of Bullshit members Soren Grabo Grander and Flemming Hall Jensen. Bent Blondis von Nielsen, a Hells Angels member, ended up facing conviction for 3 murders. And that was just the beginning of the violence. In November 1983, Bullshit's president, Henning Norbert Macrellen Knudsen, made a bold statement on live television. He said the Hells Angels wouldn't take control in Denmark. Tragically, he paid the ultimate price for those words when he was gunned down with a submachine gun outside his home on May 25, 1984. Around the same time, Knudsen and some other Bullshit members were prime suspects in the double murder of 2 young men in Amager. However, it turned out the Yugoslavian immigrant was later convicted of those murders. As if that wasn't enough, 3 Hells Angels were found guilty of Knudsen's murder: Jens Peter Christensen, Christian Middelbo, and Jorn Jonk Nielsen, who was the one who carried out the shooting. Nielsen managed to flee to Canada, but they eventually caught up with him and brought him back to Denmark in 1989. He ended up serving 16 years in prison for the crime, but the violence didn't stop there. The subsequent Bullshit presidents met similarly grim fates. Palle Lillebror Bladberg was shot dead while delivering beer to a store in Valby Landgade on April 26, 1985. His killer, Karsten Breslov, was a member of the Morticians, a group affiliated with the Hells Angels. Shockingly, Breslov showed no remorse and regretted not killing Bladberg's colleague. Anchor Walter Hovding Marcus met a tragic end following a Christmas party at Nomaland Cafe in Christiania on December 25, 1985. Old Bonnesen Nielsen and Renee Nadaskov Lugsviksen, both members of the Black Sheep, a Hells Angels prospect club, were responsible for Marcus's murder. In a cruel twist, an innocent bystander named Lars Michael Larsen lost his life during the attack. After all these horrifying incidents, Bullshit MC disbanded in 1988. The Copenhagen biker war had taken a heavy toll, claiming the lives of 8 Bullshit members, compared to 1 Hells Angel, with an additional civilian casualty, making it a total of 10 deaths during this brutal conflict. As for the Black Sheep, they eventually became part of the Hells Angels, while the Morticians' membership request was turned down. So, that's the story of a dark chapter in Copenhagen's history, a time when motorcycle clubs waged a deadly war for control of the city's biker scene. And that's all for today. What do you think about this global web of crimes? These are only a few incidents of what this club has spun. Check out our other videos for more shocking crime stories and subscribe to our channel for more updates.